I'm your head teacher. Fantastic, well done, really, really good. Right, next I think we have Catherine Childs, who's doing something called the Impact of Codes Club. So I have a feeling by the end of this I'm going to feel really, really useless, because everybody seems to be doing some really good stuff. But never mind. Thank you. Although we have a technical issue if there is. Only after you. Are you ready?
Thank you. Hi everybody, my name is Catherine Childs. I am the East Midlands Coordinator for a non-profit organisation called Code Clubs. And I want to talk to you for just a few minutes about the impact of having a Code Club in your school. And I want to tell you about an Ofsted inspection. I know, we'll start with a bad bit first, but actually it was a really good Ofsted inspection. It took place about 2 months ago at a school in Derbyshire. And as part of the Ofsted inspection, the inspector went to view a computing lesson in the primary school. It was a group of year 2 and 3 children. They were in the ICT suite, they were doing an e-book in Scratch with fairy tale characters, and they were moving the fairy tale character through the pages of the e-book as an animation. And the Ofsted inspector liked it so much that she actually went back to see more of the lesson, which is high praise indeed. And I just want to show you a few of the things that that lesson and part of that lesson had on the Ofsted report. So what did Ofsted say? They said that the curriculum was broad and balanced, and they liked the fact that the computing was being included in it to a very high quality right from the start of the implementation of the new curriculum. They also commented on the excellence of teaching and the fact that all the pupils were on task, all the pupils were motivated, they were all enthusiastic about what they were doing. And they also praised the explanations of the staff. I'll come this side of it so that you can read it all. Basically, the level of enjoyment in the lesson as well was something that they really, really picked up on. So, why was that lesson so successful? What led from that into the success of the whole school? As an overall indicator, the school was judged good by Ofsted. And part of that was down to this gang, which is Friction Code Club. Ignore the person in the green t-shirt standing at the back, that's from when I went to visit them. I get everywhere. People always want to take photos. But this is Friction Code Club, and this was started in February 2014 by the Year 2-3 teacher, Elaine Lester, who is also the computing coordinator. And she had no prior coding experience at all when she decided to start the club. She was supported in the school by the ICT technician. They had a little website together with the Code Club's resources on. They decided they could give it a go, and they started a Code Club. And basically she kept 1 week ahead of the students by following the projects and doing them herself, and then teaching them to the students the next week. So it runs on a Thursday after school for an hour, and this is what the school has to say about it. So this is a quote from Esther, who is the computing coordinator, and she's talking about the knock-on effect. It's not just about getting the kids to learn to code, it's having a massive impact on their attitude, perseverance and teamwork as well. And this is a quote from Karen, who's the head teacher of the school, and again she's praising the way that the Code Club is a real asset to the school. It really does add value to what the school's doing. So if you're feeling at all inspired and wondering what you can do to do the same, Code Club works. First of all, we take a volunteer. This could be a teacher, it could be a teaching assistant, it could be a trainee teacher, even who said tonight. Some of our volunteers come into the schools and they have previous programming or development backgrounds and they want to give back to the next generation. We also have a database of those volunteers on our website if you want to have a look and see if you can find one near to your school. We then add in a venue. Usually this is a school, but occasionally it can also be a library or a community centre or any space where there are computers. We then add in our projects. These are what Code Club write. We make them available on our website to registered clubs. And we start with Scratch, we move on to HTML and CSS, and then Python as well. And we have got, near 2015, more projects in the pipeline as we grow and develop. We then add some children who are the most important part of the club. Normally in a code club you have about 10 to 15 children max. And all that goes to make a code club. Please do have a look at the website at the bottom, www.codeclub.org.uk, which will give you all the information that you need about starting a club. And because the code clubs have been so successful in reaching the children, we've also started looking at what we can do with teachers as well. And so we've got Code Club Pro, which is almost the same website, but codeclubpro.org.uk, and that provides training courses and resources to primary school teachers of the computing curriculum as well. So I'm on the stand over here with the Code Club banner, so if you would like to know more, please do come and talk to me. And in a minute now you're going to hear from one of our leaders of a code club in Northamptonshire. Thank you very much. I haven't done that bell. Cool.
Okay, thank you for that. I know that Jennifer from Urchester is coming up now. Where are you? Urchester is next door to me, and I didn't know you were doing this. So I'm going to meet and talk to your head teacher on Friday. I'm covering everything from here. Okay. It's called magpieing. It's the correct term, I think, isn't it?
I think we've got to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to tell us how it actually works on the chalk face with those things for the children. Yeah? Yeah. Brilliant. Over to you. Oh. It's not quite okay.
Hi, I'm Jennifer, and I'm the scientist in residence at Urchester Primary School. So we have our own science club, and we were going full on with science experiment. Then, about 2 years ago, we decided, right, we need to start talking about T and STEM. We need to kind of start looking at technology and how we provide that in a fun way for kids. So we found Code Club, and it was actually one of the most important things about Code Club is having that volunteer experience and actually someone who has real programming and coding experience. And it was one of our school governors, and he came in one day and said, this really good thing, it's called Code Club, can we give it a go? Do you mind if I come in and help you run this club? And he would be volunteer, so I said, yes, great, extra help for another school club, brilliant. So we started about 2 weeks ago, and it started off just how Catherine described. We were using the Code Club resources, which are fab. You don't need any coding experience. I had no coding experience whatsoever. I didn't really know what coding was. I remember my brother did computer science in uni, and I remember glazing over when he started talking about it. So I was a bit skeptical about how I was going to enjoy this as well. But for the T and STEM, I was like, I have to. And the resources, the curriculum that Code Club provides, so child-friendly that adults can do it too. Like most of the other clubs that I've heard of, I was only ever a week ahead of the kids. And it came to a point about maybe a month and a half into it where they didn't need me anymore. That they were doing it themselves. They knew had all the books, they were talking about debugging some of the Code Club programs. They just took it in their stride. They did it just for your 5 and 6 originally. And was an after school club. So they really, really, really loved it. Like I said, they went above and beyond what I thought they were capable of. And they were flying through the resources. So there's different terms of work available. You get kind of through one in each after school club. And they just went for it. And what I found really weird was this was an after school club that after the first 5 minutes everything went silent. And the one you could hear was from the kicking away and taking a neck and going, oh, every now and again. From the beginning, we had quite a lot of girls in the Code Club, which surprised me, and they see that into it as well. And these 2 girls in the corner here decided that they weren't doing coding, they were doing princess programming, which they The following September, Matt Twitter became aware of something called #EU Code Week, and it was a European celebration of the coding program, and it's great. It's going to be a fab way to get everyone's interest into Code Club, recruit some more new people, and get everyone really excited about coding and Code Club in our school again. So we decided to celebrate. And how we did that was we had a couple of different things. We used Scratch and all of the Code Club resources. But for 5 lunchtimes in 1 week, we had lunchtime Code Club. And it was open to everybody in the school. And not just 5 and 6, because we said actually maybe the small kids could code as well. And our digital leaders, like Stan Barnes, we had some as well. And they led it. So lunchtime, everyone came into the lab and they sat around coding. There's a part of the Code Club, instead of Scratch, they've got this thing called Robo Boogie, and it's so much fun. You make a robot dance, and we've had kids trying to get this robot to do Gangnam Style. And it's all on just a sliding bar, but it's teaching the small kids that actually you just need to give these really distinct instructions to code into program, and you can make funny things happen. But this little girl here, she was just this September in year 2, and she found the button to change those sliding bars into code. And she started figuring out that actually if you change the number at the end of things, you could make things happen in the same way. And this is why she did on her own. And she started coding. And that's not even Scratch, drag and drop, that's real grown-up code. Despite a code club in Galway, and we had a silent codeathon as well, where everyone was really quiet in the code club. And after every 15 minutes, they had to stand up and swap and work on somebody else's project. So at the end, they were like, "You did what?" Well, that wasn't where I was going, but okay, it was really fun. But as a result of our EU Code Week, our year 3 and 4 kids kind of said, "We want Code Club too." And we can't do that at school until it's year 5 or 6. And we can't do it using the resources. Can we have a Code Club? So now we have a lunchtime codelets and little Code Club. And our year 3 and 4 come to that, and they do